Hello, Mama, and welcome to Why Self-Care Days Aren't Fixing Your Burnout and What Actually Does. I'm Karina Fitch, and I am a midwife of 25 years. I am a matrescence mentor and facilitator, and a single mama of three. And I just first want to acknowledge you for being here, for taking the time to watch this video. I know it takes a huge dedication for moms to carve out time from your busy lives. And, moms in particular generally have a tendency to put everyone else first. And so focusing on your own well-being may not be your forte. So I want you to give yourself a little squeeze for being here, for signing up, and for opening this video and taking the time to watch it. So I want to share a little bit about me. I want to be really real with you. After 25 years of empowering mothers as a midwife, I hit my breaking point. 3 months after my third baby, I started to unravel. I was overwhelmed, anxious, burnt out, depressed, snapping at my kids, resenting my partner, questioning everything. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't feel joy. I'd lost my spark, my passion, my mojo. I felt like a failure as a mom because I was always angry. In my work, I felt like an imposter. And as a woman, because I couldn't handle it. The shame, crushing. A midwife who couldn't enjoy motherhood. I was too ashamed to ask for help. And so I suffered in silence for a long time until I hit rock bottom. I found myself one day standing on a Miami train platform with my daughters. We had just come from Children's Museum, and I'm looking down at the freeway below me, and I thought, I just want to jump. The only thing that stopped me was my daughters. I couldn't let that be their story. So I vowed I will reclaim my health for them, for me, no matter what. I swallowed my pride, borrowed money, and I got help. And everything changed. Within months, my energy came back. I learned self-compassion. I reconnected with my girls in a way that I hadn't in a long time. And I left the toxic relationship that was draining me. And I rose up. I launched a podcast. I hosted global summits. I wrote books. And I started to help mothers thrive, not just survive. Because when mothers are well, kids thrive. And when mothers dream big, the world transforms. That's why I'm here, to help you reclaim your energy, your dreams, your joy. Because you're thriving, it's not a luxury. It's the foundation for everything. Because if moms aren't well, nobody is well. In a moment, I'm going to help you get some of your valuable mojo back. Unfortunately, I can't teach you everything that I know about thriving in motherhood in a short 12-minute video. So for those of you who are truly dedicated to thriving, I'll share at the end of the video how we could continue working together so that you can go further, faster, and with support, because moms need support and you deserve support. I believe that maternal wellness matters because, like I said, if moms aren't well, nobody is well. But in order to achieve this, you'll need to become a fierce self-advocate. So to help you step into that, I'm going to invite you to affirm my core message. My wellness matters. Okay, so I want you to say that with me on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. My wellness matters. Okay, let that be your mantra. Now, you may be experiencing burnout, depletion, or even depression from doing all the things all the time and often with little or no support. And I imagine you want to feel supported, energetic, and on purpose. So that's why strategy number one is to do less, but better. Drop one commitment per week. I'm going to share a story. Before my second daughter, I had a miscarriage, and it took almost a year to get pregnant again. And each month when my cycle came, it felt like I was losing the baby all over again. I felt like my body was failing me. Then 10 months in, I had a realization. If I was calling in this baby, I had to make space. I was on call all the time, juggling clients and my daughter, plus another job. So I quit the contract job that I had and I slowed down. 2 weeks later, I was pregnant. So I learned to increase my vitality and fertility. I had to decrease my commitments. Think of your energy like a closet. If you keep stuffing in more clothes or commitments without removing old ones, everything gets wrinkled and crowded and unusable. But when you declutter, even just one piece at a time, you create space for your best, most joyful outfits, or in this case, your best energy and focus. So, dropping one commitment per week is like pulling out one ill-fitting shirt. It creates breathing room without overhauling your entire life. So, it's a small step, it's doable. The biggest mistake to avoid is trying to fix burnout by doing more self-care tasks, more productivity hacks, more forcing through, instead of subtracting what's draining you. Most moms try to overachieve their way out of burnout. And trust me, I know this from firsthand experience. I'll wake up earlier to meditate. I'll schedule more me time. I'll plan better, organize better, try harder. But that only deepens the exhaustion because burnout isn't a time management issue. It's an energy depletion issue. And the only real way out is to remove the energy drains first. So the commitments, the guilt, the perfectionism. Before you add anything new, you got to remove these energy drains first. The biggest myth that could sabotage you is believing that burnout will go away when life finally calms down. This is the trap that so many moms fall into. They say things like, oh, once the kids get older, once work slows down, once we get through this season. But here's the kicker. Life doesn't magically slow down. And even if it does for a minute, the patterns that cause the burnout, the overgiving, the overcommitting, the neglecting your own needs will just fill the space again. Burnout isn't a season. It's a cycle. And waiting for life to change won't fix it. Only changing how you operate inside the chaos will break the pattern. So, how to put this into action? Step one, stop waiting for life to calm down. Decide to protect your energy inside the chaos. So, for example, even though the kids have sports and your inbox is exploding, you can still take 5 minutes to reset. Just 5 minutes. Step two, drop one commitment this week, even if it's tiny. Say no to baking for the school event or cancel the deep clean. Choose subtraction over addition. Step three, add one daily energy win that takes 5 minutes or less. So that could be simply stepping outside and taking 10 deep breaths, dancing to one song that you love, venting to a friend for 5 minutes, taking a bathroom break just to scroll memes alone. Whatever it is, just 5 minutes, one daily energy win. And then celebrate. Step four is celebrate the small win like it's huge, because stacking tiny wins is exactly how you build energy back. This is the real secret. When I was struggling with depression and anxiety, I felt stuck, like I'd never thrive as a mom or in my business. So I want to share with you a story about my client, Heather. She was deeply burnt out after 2 years caring for her young daughter through cancer treatments. She was skeptical about adding any new commitments, but she knew she couldn't keep going like she was. So, through my program, Heather learned to prioritize her wellness and reclaim her energy. She created space for herself, and within 2 months, she realized her dream of launching a nonprofit helping kids with cancer and disabilities. Stories like these really fuel my passion because what I notice is that when moms replenish themselves, what they have to bring forth into the world is nothing short of amazing. Earlier in this video, I shared a strategy to help you get closer to a thriving experience of motherhood. But to get all the way there, it's going to take more than a 12-minute video. Unfortunately, your burnout is probably not going to go away by itself. 6 months from now, I don't want you to still be dealing with this. And 1 year from now, I don't want your life to be falling apart. I want you to be supported so that you can feel energized, inspired, and on purpose and experience what it means to thrive as a mother because burnout is not what we are meant to experience as mothers. It is rampant. It is, 94 to 97% of moms experience some degree of burnout. But just because something is common does not mean it is normal. We are not meant to live in a chronic state of burnout and depletion. So I'm going to share about how we could continue to work together in case you're interested. And this is only for you if it's important to you to lift out of burnout and overwhelm and ignite your passion and purpose in the next 9 months. If that's not a priority for you, then this is not for you and you can just stop the video and that's totally fine. In one private session together, we would explore where you are right now when it comes to energy, burnout, overwhelm, alignment, and purpose, and where you want to be in the next 9 months. And then I'll make some personalized recommendations to support you to move forward immediately. I call this session the Motherfly Discovery Session. We would meet on Zoom, and my schedule is pretty full, so I highly recommend that you book a session as soon as possible if you're interested. And it's also just good to take action when you feel the passion, right? Now, some of my colleagues charge as much as $700 per hour for this type of work. This might sound like a lot, but there's a huge cost to living in chronic burnout and overwhelm. 1 year from now, if that hasn't shifted, it could cost you thousands in healthcare or lost revenue for your business. So my rate is $250 per session because my intention is to make it affordable for you to get out of burnout and get your mama mojo back. But I feel so passionately about this work that I'm going to do something crazy. If your wellness is important to you, I want to match your commitment by gifting you a discovery session, which means absolutely free, a full session. My only request is that if you get a lot out of the session, that you share about my work with other people, with other moms. During this session, I will do everything I can to support you to moving closer to vibrant wellness. And if it seems like I could support you further, I may invite you to join my Motherfly program. But there's no pressure at all to sign up. My main intention is to be in service to you because I really am passionate about your wellness. So if you're interested, just send me a DM and I will send you the link to schedule your session. And I wish you well.